Okay guys, so today I'll make a quick informational video showing you guys the importance of thoracic extension and better ways to incorporate within your workout and improve your day-to-day lifestyles by doing it. So without further ado, I'll show the first exercise. Yeah, I believe the best way to explain this, because I know most of you guys look at my video, will be to show you how to do this via deadlift explanation. Of course, or bend and lift type of exercise. So first thing you want to do is, of course, you're deadlifting, get your shins close to the bar as possible. And of course, if you're not used to this, have some long exercise that I have on right now. Get as much slack out of the way as possible. Bend down, push your chest outward, and this is what we mean by thoracic extension. Have your chest shooting out like this. So, chest should be out. Kind of prime yourself for it. Keep your hips low. Look up. Come up. And now, while I'm in this position, gotta stretch out my chest here, and this is actually a good way to stretch out your low back and your thoracic spine before actually doing your real deadlifts. So let's do a static hold here. Keep a nice arch in your back. Prevent any type of rounding in your low back. Once you're done, carefully put it down. Alright, next time I do it will be a barbell power clean. Give you guys an idea how it's gonna look. And of course, normally use heavier weights than this, but it's explanation because this can be really exerting. So basically, same idea with a deadlift. Kind of come down, that thoracic extension. Sure everything's tight up here. Shoulders back. Engage your lats. Pop the weight back up with your hips. Just be able to hold it in this position. So it's down. Push your hips forward, explode your hips to get the weight up. So if you're on all hips, or most of the hips, I should get the weight up. And while you're at it, you even add in a squatting motion. For you guys want to practice your front squats, especially if you do, but like I said, once again, use very lightweight for this. So basically, good HCT, high intensity training technique will be clean to a front squat. Okay, and while I'm here, might as well show you guys a front squat. Some people are like, what's a front squat? Well, one way of doing it will be from, like you just saw here, from a clean position, hold the bar like so, and squat down. And once you add more weight, I obviously put onto a power rack and go from there. Alright, once you get into a power rack, you got two choices. You can either A, go into a clean position like this, have your hands shoulder width apart, like you would be doing a close grip bench. Get underneath it, rest against your delts, bring your fingers out just a little bit like that, then squat down and up. Feet shoulder width apart. Obviously, once you start adding weight, it's going to be hard to balance it. So another technique would be to use something known as genie technique, where you pretty much grab the bar like so, kind of crisscross pattern like this. Get underneath the bar like so, kind of look up a little bit, pull from the rack. Same concept applies. Then of course you re-rack it, and it should be a lot easier. Okay, another bend and lift example, this time with dumbbells. So of course, come down if you will with a barbell, chest out, bend your legs, bring it back up, and down, up, and down, And some people, they find this a little bit easier than doing barbell deadlifts. And now while I'm on the subject, you got everything set up. Might as well make this a little tricky for more advanced people. So instead of doing shoulder width apart, try to bring your feet together. And this will really activate your quads, even though this has less to do with thoracic spine, more quads development. People will ask anyway, so I say, you know what, I'm gonna throw this in there. So, same idea. Keep your chest out. Pick the weight up, down, and up, down, and up. And for those of you that actually practice yoga, this would be a good way to practice doing your chair pose, as well as with the front squats. Alright, so right now, I'm going to go a little bit into Romanian deadlifts, or mostly single leg Romanian deadlifts. So Romanian deadlifts basically, where you kind of have your back flat like so, a little bit of thoracic extension like I have here. Come down, put your weight up, whether it's dumbbell, barbell, it's your body weight, and back up, down, and back up. And if it's yoga, you almost think of it as falling forward. And of course, once you get advanced doing this, or you just want to hit one hamstring at a time on each leg, you do what's known as single leg RDL or single leg Romanian deadlift. So, put one leg back like so. Engage a little bit of your quads, most of your hamstrings and glutes. Come down and back up and keep your chest out at all times. You have thoracic extension so it stays out of your low back. Should feel all of this in your hamstrings and almost nothing in your back. And of course, when you get more advanced, you do this with weights or have your hands out forward like this. You also like do this almost like an airplane. Hold your balance. It's a cobra scaption or shoulder scaption, cobra pose. So basically, you kind of lay flat on your back, have your upper back up a little bit, like so. Bring your hands up, keep your stomach on the floor, chest off the ground. Kind of move your arms forward, and then back, forward, back, forward, back. Almost like you're doing a shoulder press. Also, do this, bring your arms out. And this is also a good way to really stretch out your upper back, rear delts, and your traps. And of course, you really want to get some extension going. Do something known as your traditional yoga cobra pose, where basically keep your hands on the ground, bring your chest up as far as possible, and just hold it. And when you're more advanced, well, actually, let me show you guys this from the side. Hold it. And you're more advanced, well, keep your feet flat on the ground, something known as up dog, like so. Make sure you keep that thoracic extension at all times. Keep your head back. And last but not least, once you get used to this, hit your up dog, like this. And finally, downward facing dog. Okay, last but not least, it turns out actually there's one more thing I need to show you guys, and it hit me on because we'll be doing shoulder presses later on today, which actually be the overhead squat. Just kind of go to your power rack and almost grab the bar like you would for overhead press with a much wider grip. Kind of come under it, press it up, move your hands outward. Make sure everything's balanced out before going down. Now, make sure you're stretched out, legs shoulder width apart, and you down, and back up, back up, back up, try to do a clean to get back to center, then you re-rack it. And of course, for obvious reasons, stay light, especially beginner. Alright, this time, that's it for today's video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.